Hello dear students, here we have a question which we will solve in this video from the chapter thermochemistry. The CN double bond has a bond length of 130 picometer and an average bond enthalpy of 615 kilojoule per mole. Which values would be most likely for the C single bond N? So here data for the C double bond N is given and we have to evaluate for the C single bond N. So firstly we have to understand that the bond length is highest in case of single bond. Let's say this is a molecule in which AA bond is there. So the bond length order will be like this, which means as I've already said that the longest bond will be the single bond. Single bond will be the longest. So this is the order for the bond length. And here you can see that here is a double bond and we have to find for the CN single bond, which means the bond length of the C single bond N will be more than this C double bond N, which means more than 130 picometer. So you can see here that in A and B options bond length is 147, that is more than 130, and here 116, which means which is less than 130 picometer. So here the bond length should be higher than 130 picometer. So answer can be A and B option. Now we will evaluate for the average bond enthalpy. So next we will discuss the bond strength. Bond strength is highest in case of triple bond, then double bond, then single bond. So here I'm writing the order for the bond strength. Now here, why I'm discussing the bond strength? Because what is average bond enthalpy? Average bond enthalpy is the energy required to break 1 mole of any covalent bond in the gaseous form. So this can be the single bond or the double bond or the triple bond. So the energy required for breaking this bond, 1 mole of bond in the gaseous form, is the bond enthalpy. So if the strength is increased, then the bond enthalpy also increased, which means the energy required to break this bond is also increased. So here we can see that the bond strength is highest in case of triple bond, then double bond, and then single bond. So here we are comparing the double and the single bond, which means here the C double bond N requires more bond enthalpy, average bond enthalpy, or we can say the energy required to break this bond will be higher in case of C double bond N, which means the value for the average bond enthalpy of the C single bond N will be less than 615. So here you can see here is 286 and here is 890. 286 is lesser than 615 and 890 is more than 615. So the bond strength is less here, so bond enthalpy will also be lesser, which means 286. So answer should be A option. Let's check the mark scheme. Yes, A option is right. So this is how we can solve these types of questions. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. Take care.